너 B반이지? B반 왼쪽. 공부도 못하는 것들 오른쪽 왼쪽도 몰라. 다 됐어? 출발.
Cell has just written a letter to Paul. Here are Cell's letter and envelope.
됐어. 김은희 다음 달 읽어봐. 좀 크게. 읽어보라고.
Thank you for the nice postcard of the Canadian flag.
영어 그렇게 외우라는 게 더 안 외워지지 않냐? 맞아, 지가 졸라 웃긴 줄 알아. 야, 쟤 또 산다. 저런 애들은 공부도 못하고 대학도 못 가서 우리 파출부 할 거야. 야, 다 들려.
우리 매장 가자.
야, 수희 못 봤냐?
잘 모르겠어요.
학원에서 전화가 왔다. 얘가 또 어디로 새가지고. 아이 미치겠네. 너도 빨리 그 한문학원 갈 준비해.
다녀오세요.
어.
아빠 갔어.
대치동에 살면서 공부를 못해가지고 고등학교 떨어져서 강북에 있는 학교나 다니고, 어? 아유 동네 창피해서 나 진짜 또 멍청하냐 나. 너 오늘 어디 갔다 왔어? 어? 학원 빼놓고 어디 갔다 왔냐고? 말해. 말 안 해? 말 안. 뭐야 이 시간에? 누가 배를 울리는 거야?
여보세요?
우리 숙자가 여동생 중에서 내가 제일 아끼거든. 근데 내 고등학교
Radiant team pick. PSG LGD. Lena.
Yeah, and you know, you may love drafting and watching it at Bet 5. I love watching you. Love watching drafting. One of my favorite things, because I like when you start thinking of things like game 2, game 3, where you're like, well, they have to do this, like the techies last time. I think if anything,
remaining.
that's what should be giving Elephant hope. The amount of times that an
5
underdog has
seconds
come in
remaining.
and won this tournament. CDC, Beachy come in and they've won the tournament. I'm gonna have to go back and take a look at what was it, season 1, see if that was the team that was, you know, the top team that we thought was gonna win. Supposed to. I was gonna use that word too. I don't know. If
Radiant
it's on my
team pick.
but, that was what I was gonna say. And you know, if you're Elephant, you must feel good about history's past coming into this one. Maybe, I don't know. Could be. Who knows? You know? Be the next BBC. I'm pretty sure
10 seconds
you won season
remaining.
1 as well, right? Say that's what happened.
5 seconds remaining.
ECDT. Unheard of.
PSG LGD.
Yeah. Ooh. Theater.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team banned.
It's here! It's here! It's finally here! Oh my god, we have waited every single day of the event, and game 1, it is here.
It's coming home, Mo. It's coming home. It's finally here. And you know how happy chat's gonna be? They're gonna be so excited. We're game 1. It's here. It's here. It's here. XinQ techies, it's finally here. Let the papers know. Come on and get the paper, because XinQ techies is here. I've never been more excited in a draft ever. It doesn't even need to win. I want to see 5 games, but it's finally here. And this is big, because here's the biggest point about this. Yes, it's exciting to see techies. The most important thing becomes if Elephant can beat it, and if they don't, do they ban it? And does that force Elephant into a position where if you can't beat this techies, do you now feel forced to ban it? Because teams stopped banning it against LGD because they weren't picking it. They were giving up that ban slot. Now, LGD is here to prove, hey, you still have to ban techies against.
PSG LGD's turn to ban.
Yep.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
PSG LGD's Radiant team pick.
Void Incarnate.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah. And it, you know, could be Lena 4, Ogre 5. Would you rather Lena be 4 or the 5 at this point? Are you taking it down the line? Well, no, I'm saying, would you rather the Lena the 4 or the 2? That's what I meant. Sorry, I said 4 or 5.
PSG LGD.
Night Stalker.
This, yeah, I really like this Night Stalker pick. I wonder how well it's going to do against Tech, because that's who I feel like stop at the moment. Get yourself the silence on the techies. Really, what does he do without
10
its blast
seconds
off?
remaining.
Unless they happen to
5
run into
seconds
mines,
remaining.
you're basically on top of him and it becomes a free kill, right? Mhm. I think I was as much saying that that's the only reason that just, you know, it works like that. We'll see what they go for OGD. Looks like it still need
Radiant
to
team pick.
OGD's a toxic team. They are going to all the picks that people who play against them hate against. Viper techies, I feel like those are two heroes that it's just like, get me out.
10
Get me out
seconds
now.
remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team back.
That Arc Warden's been very popular. A lot of teams have been liking going to that Arc Warden, whether it be mid or safe lane. I guess we'll find out. Specifically Elephant, I've been both Somnus to play
10
mid,
seconds
you have
remaining.
Eurus to play something else in the safe lane.
PSG
Have done some
LGD's
great
turn
drafts
to
with
ban.
Arc Warden in the mid. That's what kind of gets me a little bit scared, because this LGD lineup, the point where I think like you can just get run at. Level 6, Viper and Void Spirit are going to come at you, and if you're not prepared for that, you're in trouble. So I'm wondering what they
10
want to do
seconds
again,
remaining.
either safe or mid, because I think if it becomes too greedy of a lineup, they might
5
find themselves.
seconds remaining.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. 'Cause
Radiant
this is not a
team back.
lineup. Like, we see that a lot with XinQ techies. Is when he's ahead, make himself a lot of farm. Really bump up the jam. But when they start to find themselves behind,
PSG
doesn't get a lot of farm,
LGD's turn
feels like
to
he's not
ban.
doing as much. All of a sudden, you kind of got this. It's a very fragile forward to play. His game is very how that early mid.
Radiant team
OGD,
pick.
at least for the most part right now, they really haven't picked anything that's going to go and fall back into the jungle, and it looks like they're going to let XinQ get prioritization on farm. At least for the most part, they can go and fall back into something else. I mean, the fact that Sven is untouched in this draft,
10
like,
seconds
well,
remaining.
LGD could just go Sven safe lane, and all of a sudden, you know, you've got
5
this hard
seconds
hitter.
remaining.
He could take care of some of that jungle farm, and it's Sven. So, you know, they already want to, I don't know, exit out of this game against Viper techies, but Viper techies Sven? I would, get me out. Yeah.
PSG LGD.
I speak for the trees.
That could be midnight stuff. Whoa!
Select your heroes.
First Naga pick, 2 of the tournament. What is going on, LGD? love it. I love it. I love it. Oh my god, I love it. Yeah, we did. We did. Yeah, yeah.
Ten seconds remaining.
This is kind of, and I don't know if this is like low tier analysis. And correct me, the starts to sound ridiculous. Naga is a hero you chase. It always feels like you're chasing Nagas. Just survives. You're chasing her into the jungle. You're like, just kill her. Come on. I mean, that's where Techies has his advantages. Oh, we're about to kill the Naga. Chase her into the jungle. Go high ground. Boot up. What was that sound? Yeah, seriously. Because yeah, you're gonna get sleep into a stasis trap. No, a couple of mines. Any other year, that feels like this could be a 120-minute game. They still play a fast-paced Techies. You haven't seen their Naga Siren yet. I don't think this is going to be some 50-minute game because it never feels like it's going to be that game with Jing. Naga is a different story. Yeah.
Prepare for battle.
It's 3 hours later, and we're just in a Naga Techies game.
Where'd he go?
Everywhere.
Not in this tournament. Oh yeah. Yeah.
And then,
it was Elephant and LGD with the Techies, and they lost with the Techies, yeah.
I can't believe they had a 100-minute game, and then they've started the final of this series. They're like, you know what we should do? Techies, Arc Warden, Nature's Prophet. Yeah, let's do it again. Repeat.
Do you think that this is like a dominance showing?
What, with the techies, you mean, stuff?
Yeah.
No. I think it's
endurance thing.
It's a best. I was completely in agreement with you that it forces, if they win, then Elephant have to be forced to think about it for the rest of the best of 5. If LGD lose with it, I think they'll just ignore it and just do whatever they did before again.
The battle begins.
It's almost, laying down the law in game 1 kind of thing.
Yeah. Here's our hatchet.
Mm-hmm. 3 runes as well.
There's something to look out for, because obviously XinQ here over bottom. I'm waiting for what we saw Vici do, which was place the ward in the jungle, back here to block this camp.
Yeah, again, I think it's much more difficult playing good. Because then the Viper will just get to 1v1 this Arc Warden as well, which Arc does not like already as well.
The Break
is in trouble.
Third in here. He's already in trouble. It's never toxin level 1, but there's the blast off, and I think they're going to have this kill on a RedPanda if they can just navigate their way through these trees.
I love that play from I love that play from Innocence as well. But he waits to TP top lane until they get the first blood, and then he's going to go top like really soon.
Yeah, I don't think Naga is going to die in this lane, so he has the ability to secure bottom and like that. Secure first blood, secure that lane a little bit, secure the Techies game.
Now Viper's level 2 as well. They're just like clicking. I think that first against Techies is the worst thing that could have happened for them as well. This is the hero that you don't want to give a good start at all.
And he doesn't care if he dies here. Wasting that regen is what he's gonna love. Yeah, he doesn't even die, and I think that's just such a benefit because he's done so much damage to Eurus. RedPanda, Eurus pops a salve. All he's got is one tango
Radiant's
left.
top
Ogre
tower
only has
is
one
under
tango,
attack.
and that's where these
Dire's
couriers,
courier
they're going to be
has
very
been
important to
killed.
keep. Because if you don't keep these couriers, then you can't ferry out regen. And honestly, the Arc Warden doesn't even have regen coming out. Nature's Prophet just to keep eating away.
He's pretending to body block the small camp as well, even though it's sentry. That's so cute. It's just the little details. Innocence finds the D ward top lane as well. I mean, we have to see in terms of CS, this lane stage going really well for Elephant so far. I think Lena does really well against the Void Spirit. I think the Arc Warden, he gets pressured hard in this bot lane. Actually, should be okay. As levels start to come through, maybe it gets a bit more difficult, but should be okay still. And top lane, like, it's just Night Stalker versus Naga. They should both trade farm.
Yeah. How do you run in on this hero? How do you run in on the Naga?
They don't really have damage to kill the Knight, but they also don't really have damage to kill the Night Stalker. So it kind of goes both ways.
I don't think FY really does that much in chase this Siren. It doesn't have a Blightstone. It boots into ironwood branches. Is already level 4. Like, this is going really well for Ame. Tombstone Song with mines. I think their setup is really good. Baby on bottom in a lot of trouble, and it looks like he's gonna fall here. Damage coming out from both the Arc Warden as well as the Ogre once he leaves the lane.
He was about to go finish the small camp as well, if you saw, but he realizes that he needs to go and collect the XP from bot lane because his Viper's dead.
Divine getting no experience though.
Yeah, like he's more than okay with it. And now that do good.
Mid.
I was just securing the
RedPanda, he could just be dead if the blast off lands here.
Close. Where's the Viper?
Can he get
Where's
it?
the Viper? He's got so much armor on Ogre.
38 damage!
It's not happening.
Pushes him back though.
It's not happening, Beacop. Fortunately.
It's close, and now he's close to that energy booster, so he's close to getting that boots. That'll feel great, and then on top of that, he's really praying that he can get himself the Arcane Ring. Because I think like 80% of the time we've watched XinQ on techies, he's gotten the Arcane Ring.
Yeah. He also just didn't buy out the Arcanes as he passed the shop. That was on purpose. I don't know. I'm just fascinated by this techies every time he plays it.
It's interesting to watch his and learn a little bit how he plays this hero. Because as much as we've seen it, it still feels like we don't know it. Or even close to the way he plays this hero so successfully.
Oh, bot lane.
Coming over. They're gonna go for this, and there's the Ignite on the vape. XinQ at this point just needs to leave. Right clicks on the F-Fly, goes for the blast off, but it's a complete miss, and he'll deny himself.
Yeah, he has to do that whether he's under the spell or not, though. He would die if he doesn't use it, right? Like he doesn't kill F1. Right. Very unfortunate for LGD. But again, I don't know, this Naga's having an amazing time top. Yes, so's Night Stalker, but I don't think the Night Stalker has the damage to kill the Night, or even at night time, right? So
I didn't know that FY has the bleak hallucination and the profits.
Cosmetics. The cosmetics talk.
Fatigue.
I was talking to
Radiant's middle tower
as well.
is under
Were you
attack.
there for that? And he was saying that he really hates cosmetics. And I was like, you know what? Somebody.
My look for him going down a little bit. I think that's okay. Eurus taking a lot of damage. Faith not able to get that kill on the Arc Warden. They also get the Ogre. They bring a third down here. And again, it's. I think this Naga lane right now is similar to the Lifestealer, where
Yes.
you know you can leave him by himself and then have your 5 roam around.
But that it works in this game because that was the 10th pick Naga space for him. Like, Lifestealer is not anywhere near as safe. Sorry, not anywhere near as safe as the Lifestealer pick, but this game it is.
RedPanda is gonna die here. I don't know if they even get XinQ. He's gonna try and maybe finagle his way out of this, but he doesn't have a TP, so Nightstalker comes over, and they're rotating a lot of heroes here for Elfin. It leaves Naga to a free lane, and over mid right now at least. For the experience.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
The Midas as well as Naga, which is something we saw a lot of when the hero was being regularly picked. And it's no surprise for OGD that they're running at this area of the map away from the Naga. They just want to give her as much space as possible. If they do end up bleeding kills, it's just to an area of the map that it doesn't really matter, right? If the Naga's farming, then.
Here come the neutral items. Technically, is gonna ask for an early Christmas gift of getting Arcane.
Yeah, and what we saw from this tech is forward. See, it gets to like this point in the game. It gets like doubles these 2 camps. Top jungle. So I'm wondering at what point he wants to do that. Oh god, bombing.
Yeah, the trade is there. 50 beyond getting traded for Eurus. They'll bring over Somnus. Somnus walking over to the side. He doesn't actually have the mana for a Laguna Blade. They'll commit the Tombstone. Remnant, Tombstone to get some right clicks. So ripped, but still giving up 150 gold.
At last.
See, this is the game where I love the 2 smacks.
Radiant's middle
But in
tower
China, they
is
seem to do
under
it every
attack.
single game. Because they don't really have that.
Go.
I was just say they don't really have the hero to play around for the soul like you can see you will have good value this game. It's like good team fight. They have Song into Tombstone as well, which is quite funny. I don't know if you've ever seen that. You should build up all the zombies.
And then they could just drop mine for them too.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures
That
are
Ironwood tree
fortified.
too.
On who?
Oh, I guess nobody takes it. Keen Optic is on the courier and dying. Interesting.
Yeah, I thought you'd want to take the tree on the Naga and then give the other part to the Void Spirit. But
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
the fact that
I'm just
nobody's taking
surprised nobody's taking it.
Dire's top tower is under
I think he's
attack.
going to get this slot tier 1 here, but if you look
Dire's
top,
Top lane though.
has
she
been
has no
killed.
mana on
Radiant's
TP.
bottom tower has fallen.
Quick.
They brought four heroes for this. That's gonna open up a map elsewhere. They already
Look at the
got
Naga
to the
illusions.
one.
Top lane. They're like pulling the wave away. Power.
Wow.
Which kind of goes both ways in the sense that, yeah, that's really good, but now they're going to have a double wave pushing for it. There's absolutely no way
Dire's
OGD are
top
defending
tower is
Central.
under attack.
So Techie's actually ends up getting the trusty shovel. Probably not what he wanted overall. I'm surprised again if the Ironwood tree isn't getting used. Well, I expected he using it.
I think, didn't he used to go Arcade Song and then for the axe?
Dire's top tower is
Yeah.
under attack. Dire's top tower
But
has
he
fallen.
might just be rushing that axe, and we'll see what he can do with it. He already got the point boosted.
But my question is, why would he skip the soul in this game? What? I mean, I have no idea. I hate this hero with a burning passion. But
Moment of Radiant structures are fortified.
The remnant.
Radiant's middle tower is
Again,
under
you're
attack.
throwing these trees, or throwing these mines into the trees, and you're making it very difficult for the Radiant side to try and defend this. Wrath of Nature comes in, they're going to bring in the Night Stalker, a lot of damage on a RedPanda, they've got themselves stunned from the mines, but Big Beyond taking a lot of damage, the black stuff hits on 3 of these heroes, it's actually 2 heroes that have double, they get the kill on the XinQ as well as Innocence, they end up losing half by Big Beyond on the run, but ending up dying to the void of Gang on this Night Stalker.
a good fight for Elephant. Like, they need to make sure
Dire's
to
middle tower is
defend
under
this tier
attack.
1 religiously, like over and over again, all the time. And you see the Ogre just runs in, and even if RedPanda doesn't care, like as long as he's keeping his tier 1 tower alive, just runs in and starts hitting the tombstone. He doesn't care about all the damage he takes, because he knows he's like this me shield at the front. Lena.
Trouble trouble, getting low, but Somnus has that early Eurus, but now they've fine, and they're killing it. Somnus is but do so that Lagoon Blade kills off NothingToSay.
Yeah, NothingToSay didn't realise the status trap was going to go off, so set the remnant on the land position.
Yeah. They're still trying to defend this tier 1 tower mid. Innocent's taking a lot of damage, but
They have to defend this.
For Elephant.
They have to defend this with everything they have, though. Because once a tier 1 mid goes down, like these Narc-illusions just go wherever they want. Right. Into waves, bait the enemy jungle. Arme's farming so well at the moment. Having a really good time. It's the other two heroes on LGD that I'm slightly worried about.
The Void Spirit and Viper don't exactly have a lot of farm at the moment.
I love the really possible nature's profitless.
Roots and run.
I love people quelling bladers. Yeah, and dying has one. When you play against the Nature's Prophet with the Grout, you need to make sure you have that instant cover always available.
And Innocence, Wrath of Nature comes in, RedPanda gets the kill.
He comes in, types it.
Too, Laguna Blade out, and they get the kill on him. They're just running down these heroes.
Are you ready for the leader to run into the fight? Oh, so red.
Radiant's middle tower
That
has
works.
fallen.
Oh, I think the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It wasn't the Lena. It wasn't the Lena, it was the Ogre. NothingToSay takes mid to at the same time. So, I mean, overall, great. Like last couple of minutes well to do. Keep their top 2 alive. Take mid to one. Kill the Ogre. Narc's free farm.
Upset your RedPanda. They're gonna look. They're gonna come over towards bottom. They might be able to catch Yen. They do have Song. Or just a net. And now the Astro Step. They've got the silence on it too, but because the blast off, he silenced himself. They should be able to get the kill, and they will. Eurus comes in with the Tempest Double. JinQ taking a lot of damage, and he's killed off by Eurus. Tombstone Gold going their way as well.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Ooh. Narc versus Arcboard if they've got who do we favour?
Recording going Mjolnir, going Manta. I'd say Arcboarding's probably not as cooldown reliant with, you know, he's not waiting on Song. There's a point where Naga doesn't exactly need the Song to be too effective, right?
Well, of course, it's going to be good with the tombstone.
Yeah.
So,
but I'm saying, like, it's not always a necessity path, you know, for that to fight.
Oh, if you think there's going to be a lot of fighting being got this game, especially 30 minutes plus, I hate to tell you, there is a lot of split push this game from both teams. Argo Illusions, Nature's Prophet, like Arcboard can go split push alone. So it's not needed to fight. Yeah, you're right, but I don't know how often we're going to see the Song 4 fight. It's probably just going to be the split push and escape a lot.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Already. 15 minutes.
Is it already?
He's getting treads. Wow. I'm assuming she's going to go BATs on the Nargan, like, or at some point. Two bench cores. Makes your illusions tanky.
Three, 5 that are going to make the move towards top, looking for Yang.
Are they not
If they start blast off, they'll attack. And Tombstone down, round of 8 to us. Hyper strike on a Yang. We'll try to TP out. There's the damage from JinQ to get the kill.
He has access though.
Not yet. Out. Did he go straight Axe?
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Axe, yeah.
Game's going long, so just build this item that allows you to farm. There's no point going like Blink B this game at all.
And that's really important considering the Night
Dire's
Stalker
middle
we've
tower
seen
is under
have a lot of struggle farming at
Radiant's top
times.
tower is under attack.
But it's almost like if against the Naga, like we said, they need more ways of clearing illusions and things. Lags does that.
this
Radiant's top tower has
Ags
fallen.
800 gold away from XinQ getting his ads.
Got the key not
Farm's okay, but you could like, you could definitely see the split in the LGD here.
Genuinely surprised that Innocence didn't go for Midas on a die. That's what I'm getting right now. He actually maxed Soul Rip as well. Wow. Okay. I guess there's no point maxing tombs then if you're
Radiant are
not
scanning.
ever fighting.
Well,
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
But he's maxed out before Tombstone.
Oh, I can't. We saw it before.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Who's that tower? Less willing to try and defend up there. F flies out of Midas. And Arc will pretty this guy.
This Naga in trouble here.
I saw it before. They're gonna come for Tombstone down to the high ground. Can they get the Tombstone kill? Yes, they can. 125 gold for Yang. And now the damage onto the Night Stalker. Blast off actually misses, but they've got the both Resident Bulls on the Yang. They'll get the kill there on the Night Stalker. Luna Blade. Do they have the damage? Yule survives and we'll be able to walk it out.
I saw it from Innocence just before he used as well. So, 2 reasons he stays alive. You know, heals on himself, but also that Soul Rip pushes him out. Is there in time?
Damage for enough to say. Fill up that bottle. So should be salve out towards.
Okay, so XinQ's about to finish the axe.
He goes away. You just noticed there's a sentry here. They were dewarding, or not dewarding, demining that area.
Yeah, but okay, so the reason is because, like, look at the vision of the trees. They ever come into D-Ward is because they either on the high ground on the right-hand side, which is really unlucky, or they're running in from the left. And, like, they'll hear the mines go off, but as soon as they
Radiant's
get
courier
hit by the
has been
status...
killed.
Somnus trying to catch nothing to stay. FY's coming over to simulate. And this round misses. Nothing to say. He's got his own Yules. And he's
Song.
used this song from Naga. Question is, who are they going to go for? They've used the Wrath of Nature. They'll go in onto Somnus. He'll die very quickly. So does RedPanda. Now they're pitches on to FY where they've got the Yules from nothing to say. They'll lock him down. They'll get the Ensnare and finish him off. Double kill for Ame. 3 for on the favor of LGD.
That was really well played by Ame, though.
Dire's
Like,
middle
as soon as the
tower
song went
is
up,
under
he
attack.
split 2 illusions off the Lina, and then used like one of his illusions on his hero, I think it was, to kill the Ogre at the same time. So, like, the minus armor proccing from his illusions onto the Lina was the damage between that and the Void Spirit to kill the Lina off. So it's just
Radiant's top tower
perfectly split,
is under
so they could
attack.
kill both heroes quickly.
Farming away. Stack this camp.
My bounty. Loaded to the
Was used. Beyond being chased. Chased by the Tempest double, so he's okay. Also, OGD 4K, and they're 2,000 gold away from having the Scotty on.
Yeah, he stopped off a BOT first, which is absolutely fine. I thought this is what he'd do anyway, but I think in this kind of game, it's so slow, like, you can set up for kills really easily by just TPing extra heroes in. Exactly how we saw in the top
Radiant
game before.
are scanning.
It's really good.
Bottom. And now it's time for him to try and run. Is that Dark Ascension? Again?
Yeah, that's pretty good for
Out
OGD.
of the... Was ours.
Dire's
By the way,
top
Philosopher's
tower
Stone
is
for the
under
techies.
Oh. This Dark Ascension usage is really good though, because it's going to be daytime until he has Dark Ascension, like when it runs out here. So they can't really make any plays with the Night Stalker here. So he's basically not a hero for the next 95 seconds.
recovered a bit. Or, Say's recovered a bit. Better than Knights is what I wanted to say.
Yeah, I mean, it's the when they kept him alive or active room spawn, and then they kept him alive in top lane as well with Arme coming in. Like, his game could have been completely different. Keeping him alive
Dire's
twice in a row
bottom
there
tower is
helps him
under
massively.
attack.
This Lina might be in trouble here.
Yeah,
They're
already
coming
sitting
over.
at about half health and needs to really get out of there.
They want the Lina though, they don't want the ogre, so you can see them like dancing around. Because they don't want to bump into the supports here, but...
And they both can F-Y. They do quarter of health out of the hands of F-Y. They'll kill off RedPanda, I believe. And they get a second one in F-Y? No, TP's not in time, so he is dead.
The Lina doesn't die there, which is the biggest thing for Elephant. Yeah, it's not a great fight for them, but if they were to choose two heroes to die, it would be those two.
Scotty. The jungle going into an abyssal blade, lockdown, more control for their LGD. I really like where they're at right now, 4K, but that being said, Arcwarden, he's going Radiant.
Yeah, that is...
Dire's
I
top
can see
tower
illusions,
is
it
under
has a lot of
attack.
value. Like when you're split pushing and things, especially. Yeah, okay. I'm a bit baffled.
Also, the
Dire's top tower is under attack.
lines up towards top trees and warding up away.
Oh, they caught...
Flying Yang with the song. We've got the 8th remnant reload. Rod of Atos with the blast off coming in.
Oh, it makes...
Everybody just
makes me laugh
jumping
every
in on
time.
this kill.
Blast off just
Yeah, blast off.
never ceases to him. And they're picking out Roche. They're thinking about going into the pit, and they did take it quickly with Naga, Riptide, the illusions. They have like Golem Tombstone if they really needed it. Don't feel like it's necessary. Yeah, I mean, honestly, this Aegis doesn't change the game massively. I don't think both teams are going to be... The Elephant especially now are just going to be wanting to keep split pushing.
Naga just has so much already.
Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
Immortality.
This is pretty fast farming for Naga. Siren just 24 minutes into the game. They'll catch F-Fly. They've tried to TP him out. They have the damage enough, but they've got the 8th remnant, so they'll stop the TP and then they'll finish him off.
I was going to look to push in this mid tier, you'd imagine.
Haste.
And obviously they have the
Radiant's middle
Arc
tower
Warden, the
is
magnetic
under
field to keep the
attack.
tower alive a little bit longer.
Dire's
So it's
bottom
difficult to
tower
push
is
into,
under
but
attack.
Salt in a few seconds. So the Dark Sun doesn't
They need to be very careful. They're going to go after Yang. They're trying to fuse Yang in trouble. He's been hit with the clumsy net. He ends up going down first in this fight. It looked like maybe that was going to be RedPanda, but he's able to get up the stats.
God, those tap out really owns. They have to like back up, just like chunking away at them. Yang has really shown an influence in the game
Dire's
though.
bottom tower is
Still
under attack.
And he started off pretty big.
Yeah, but then it's evolved into like the split pushing, find the action that he really wants. Just struggles.
Get innocent and so top. Siren. Double pushing in bottom.
Innocent's probably just happy that he, even if it was himself, he's like, playing or dying, this game's so boring. Like, can we do something, please?
Time. 2, 3.
Yeah, it's just, my hero is so rubbish in this kind of game. Like, guys, come on.
XinQ. Where does he normally go? Octarine?
Yeah, option. He can go Hex if he really wants to lock down. But I don't think it's necessary at this point. Sorry, I didn't catch it.
And the Radiance is finished for Arc Warden.
No. This is a new one.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, hang on, there we go.
And he's getting caught. He's very dead.
They're doing really well at controlling this bot half of the map at the moment. You know, they're going to take this tier on LGD. And you see at the same time, Elephant want to push
Radiant's bottom tower
Techie's
is under
free around the
attack.
area so that it's going to be really difficult for them to achieve that. So they're effectively where they would have traded a tier 2 for a tier 2 LGD. They get a tier 2 for not giving anything away.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower has
Naga
fallen.
Siren taking care of that. Level 22 of the Naga Siren goes +1 Mirror Illusion, 10 Agility, 20 Movement Speed. At 25, I assume it's the evasion you want right now?
Oh, hang on. Those dice, Jesus. Evasion's good. I think -5 armor's still really good though as well. Depends whether you feel like you need the evasion or not.
Radiant's
In this game, I
middle
don't know how
tower
much
is under
value the
attack.
evasion has. This Warden, but I think he's going to be happy against
Dire's
dealing
top tower
with the
is
Warden
under
anyway,
attack.
right?
Dire's structures are fortified.
Top tower.
The army's keeping it. It's like, he comes.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
You can't put it as
Dire's top
going mid
tower has
to.
fallen.
Right. Okay. So they're going to look to try and trade them potentially. I don't know if you're. I think if you're OGD, you have the ages for like another minute and a bit, but
Dire's
I don't think
top
there's any
tower is
pressure on
under
you to make
attack.
any of these things happen here. Like especially with your typically being tucked in a bit. The Epsilon Naga, then look at the second age. Just said, imagine.
Yeah. You go on RedPanda once again. They have the damage. We're going to get that kill. The Tempest double comes over, and mines will explode as Eurus is able to spot them out with this sentry over the side. And there's the pistol.
They prepare.
The seeds of
too.
fortune.
No, elephant. Okay. And look at where all three lanes are, though, at the moment. LGD are controlling them out really well right now. Look at these Naga illusions with the techies pushing in top.
Nah, they're just
He's on BFTs as well, because he understands this game's all about split.
in a lot of trouble. There's the Abyssal, quickly killed by Ame. They'll retake the outpost at the 29-minute mark. Try to hold on to it.
Nothing to say. It says BKB on the voice for it as well, which I think is probably a bigger deal than anything else at the moment in the game. Because when he gets his BKB, there isn't a huge amount of physical damage for him to worry about. He can kind of just like go on whoever he wants at the start of the fight during this BKB duration. You see Viper starting to build one as well. The Night Stalker and the Leader already have one.
Balance the scale.
He's got his BK. Where's all his gold gone? Find the tome. Trying to get into that level 20 as quickly as possible. Really the level 8 with those remote mines. Third. Those do hurt.
Yeah, bags. It's like 750 damage per mine. Crazy.
Something that
Radiant
I noticed
are scanning.
he's, he's not afraid to just throw a mine in pocket real quick. I mean, he's not set up for the future at all times. Also can fight where it's like blast off, throw them off. You've got the axe. You're doing so much damage with the room. Place that down with some
Radiant's
proximity mine
middle
as well.
tower
Both
is
mines
under
go.
attack.
You can probably kill someone real quick.
Yeah, I mean, imagine if you didn't know anything about the hero that was casting it. Imagine if you said there was a 750 damage AoE nuke that you could throw into the fight. Because he has Aether Lens as well, and the axe, the cast range is crazy.
Coming over. Song to lead, even. I think that's okay.
This guy's, we always had a fight. These 5-on-5s are completely unacceptable. Pickups only. Chill out, right? really don't understand this Radiance Dark Warden though. I wish
Is
I
it
did.
enough for the illusions like of Naga or no?
Oh, you see, what he's building next as well. It's the Shivas on Dark Warden. So he's really worried about all the illusions and everything.
Yeah.
Like he wants to help stop a lot of the damage that comes onto him from the Naga. Not just illusions, but also the main hero.
Double. Get that dome. Well, he'll leave.
Faith he's been amazing in like 100 goals. So.
Here's got that Midas. He's preying on the chances of wealth.
But this is why I was surprised that Innocence didn't do it as well on the Undying. You know this game's going on, right? And yes, obviously the Veil's going to be really good and things. You don't want to go too greedy if you can help it, but it's going to be so sad that Ogre... if the game goes really long, the Ogre has a mindset he doesn't. Ogre's in trouble though.
Use that Midas while you're dead. Ame getting another kill and pushes in and out level 25 where he takes the Riptide armor. He'll catch Somnus, force the BKB. You don't have Abyssal to lock him down, but BKB for not much is.
That's a great BKB usage for OGD, and now they can just look control them out while they know Leader doesn't have the BKB. Eurus at the same time trying to shove in the spot lane.
Is under attack.
Got his Shiva.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is fallen.
Yang. He's caught a perfect buffer strike, forcing the BKB once again. They'll start to turn, but again, that's a BKB that they get for Viper Strike, and they continue to pressure this tier 3 tower, the tombstone right next to it.
The way he's putting the minefield sign as well under the remote mine, like next to the tier 2.
The tombstone's pretty good.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower
I
is
hate
under
this
attack.
Steffi's axe with this sign. I think great. Such a fundamental component of the hero, though. Like, you can't get rid of it.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Sign only really that, right?
Yeah, I'm not saying the normal minefield sign is the broken part.
Yeah.
Just like the mind games.
A sick Tempest double. Backs out for a second. Sorfanoid. Try and push back this LGD squad. And now has a Satanic on 20,000 net worth, basically. This Naga hasn't stopped farming.
The only thing left to do is Moonshard Axe and sell the Midas. I guess if you get really late game, you can sell the BAPs as well, like swap them out. But
I think Iron Axe is like one of the best. I know not a lot of people agree, but I think that is a very good axe. The health, and, back per second.
it's one of those acts that is very good,
Dire's
but
bottom
you
tower
hardly ever build it. Because why? Yeah, you can't afford to, because it's not your job to be healing people in the middle of fights.
I think it definitely makes 4-position Naga viable, especially now. I wouldn't have been surprised if like a 4-position Naga came out.
I would. That hero doesn't like play the map. It's just its skill set innately is to split pushing. Obviously, it's really useful.
Still on a RedPanda. Right click's coming in. They get the kill onto the Ogre. They'll take out one. Viper Strike onto the Tempest double. Should be another couple hundred gold in their pocket.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Double Astro step from the Ether and then with the duels. Forcing the BKB once again. The first hit bash onto Yang. He's trying to get out of this one. He'll pop the void. Start to run away.
Dire's bottom tower
And they just
is under
don't have
attack.
the control or the fight at the moment necessary to go into LGD, who are looking ripe and ready to go to the high ground. They're going to start this off with a song that catches the Arc Warden. It's running right on him. Caught by Somnus, but that's not their target. Their target is Eurus to get the kill on to this Arc Warden, who is forced to buy back immediately. They locked down for a little bit. The force step back. Can they keep him alive? The sword? No, the Aegis has been popped. So can they stay on the Naga Siren? They don't have song anymore. The actual step in on the crew heroes. Void hitting everybody on the side of OGD. Yang trying to come in. They've got it point moving forward as well. Ame
Ame's in trouble.
to the Night Stalker. In trouble, not gonna live. Goes down for 100 seconds. No buyback. OGD thinks of a TI8 as they go into fight.
Like, it wasn't great. Obviously, they get the Arc Warden buyback, which is huge. I actually thought that fight was going to go a lot better for them. When they're Nog was about to respawn again because of the Aegis, the voice of it went in and silenced everybody. I actually thought they were going to turn and try and fight there because the remote mine came down at the same time and it did a lot of AoE damage, but the Naga tried to just back them off.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Got Ame. I'll let him out. You know, they took him out twice.
Poor Aegis.
He has died game.
I just haven't felt the impact from this Nature's Prophet though. That's like obviously it's like a lot of the value for this hero that we've seen in this game is hidden because it's split pushing, making sure that like, the lanes are in a much better position than they would because LGD is just shoving them in all the time. But
Find the mines. Blam. Havoc Hammer. 40 movement speed for the techies as he hits level 20. So, you know, just he's moving at 460 movement.
the gang just took the magic lamp for a second and then put it back and he was like, okay, I mean take it. Somebody else have the magic lamp.
Going Nullifier in who's been surpassed in net worth. He's one of those net worths that I'm going to look at after the game is over. Down at FY. Tombstone committed, missing the decay. Yeah, Roderitos is going to do, so Faceless will come out onto this Nature's Prophet, and they'll get the kill there on Evelyn. They'll find RedPanda, catch him with the Eurus. They've got the Suns. Viper Strike goes under the high ground, but if they persist.
Yes. He needs to use it here.
Yeah, and he...
They need to farm up their neutral times on the Dias, don't they? Like, the Radiant have all of theirs, and Dire don't have any. Like, if you get an Illusionist cape on the Naga, for example, that's like perfect case scenario. She did get a -5 Riptide armor as well.
That's now -13 Riptide armor.
And how much armor than Arc Warden has. It's a decent amount from the sheet with the Shivas and everything, but you will get through him pretty quickly.
They're not finding the neutrals. Like,
but no neutrals for LGD. Oh dear.
Spell prison. Techie? No, it's
Yeah,
going to Void Spirit.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I would have assumed it was going to the techies. It's good on. I mean, it's good on Naga. It's good on techies.
Dude, you could on basically everybody on the team, honestly.
Like we said in previous starts, that one's never bad. Like it's good on every hero.
Yeah. Need one more neutral item. Ooh, Yank. Early BKB.
Yeah, I think he got caught by the Eurus or something. Wasn't sure. Let me see.
Why? Run down here by Ame, who gets another kill. He's 27. But this game can go a little bit longer, and all of a sudden he's going to be level 30, ready to go. Where he picks up the evasion, the ensnare cooldown, the strength, and mirror image damage. Like, this is going to be pretty disgusting. Somnus popping the BKB. They've got the Spark Wraith down.
There's going to be a Witless Shacket for the Naga if they want to take it. They want to find the Arc Warden.
This one. Remnant on the Yang. BKB. Stone comes in. And now they're going to go. And they found Somnus as well as Eurus on the back line. But the question is, do they want to commit? They haven't done that just yet. They've got the clip. They've killed off Yang. Stayed for 70 seconds and does not have buyback.
This blood does some talent. It's doing a lot of damage. He caught the Arc.
Yeah, Eurus pops the BKB. Remember, he bought back just a couple minutes ago. Got the hex on the techies. That's finished off. So XinQ, he can come in and hack somebody out and make the game a little bit more difficult. The BKB now no longer available for Eurus, but the heroes on the side of LGD are a little bit low to the point where they want to move back. Roche in 1.5 minutes.
high ground is the worst enemy of everybody this game. Back to farming we go.
I can't even imagine Elephant trying to go high ground at the moment.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, don't talk about it. I love this techie's hex though. He's level 22 and a half though. Like we're on the way to that level 25. Like I said, B-Cop, I hope you're ready for the sleep into the mines. Get them all moving in. Imagine if that AoE surge worked on Mars.
Huh. Don't give me. By the way, if Viper's gonna hit level 25, I want him to take poison attack effects buildings again.
I don't. Not this game.
He was killing buildings in 6 shots.
Not his job to hit buildings this game. I agree, it was really good.
Radiant's
before,
courier
but
has been
this game, the silence has to be valid.
Alright, well, he's going into the ag. Okay, RedPanda.
Burns.
Minotaur Horn, Laguna Blade coming in from Somnus. Thank you for killing the XinQ. Dead for 80 seconds, no buyback. MKB.
Or maybe he will then. Maybe he does want to. And they
Knock, knock.
What it?
Open up the door. It's
Dire's
poison.
bottom tower is under attack.
6 shots. Long rush.
Yeah, I don't think that favours more than, honestly. I think both teams get pick off, but nobody really commits to it the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, even if it was a 3 minute, 1 minute, I think both teams are just watching outside. Ooh.
It would probably open his next blessing, put that on the Naga Siren. It would really help him take the high ground. Song and heal up everybody.
I don't know if you do give her Alex blessing to the Naga, because she's going to be able to farm it up at a decent speed by herself.
Fills me with nothingness.
I think you give it to somebody else, like the Viper, for example, right? Or like even
I don't hate that idea.
even something like the Undying could be interesting. You have to play it if the game's going to carry on going, I think. Because so what does Naga do when she gets slotted? Like she's just going to start buying moonshot for people. I don't know how that's. I'll give her the axe. Farm it herself.
38. Worth for the Naga Siren.
Look at these technical mines in the top jungle as well. I'm dying.
He's about level 5 as well. And he did take the poison attack of buildings.
Yes. Oh, okay. I think the silence is really good. We saw how strong it was before. We might see how strong it.
Dire are scanning.
Dark Ascension. Potentially looking for somebody inside the trees. Getting that level 25 in just this way stun is going to be nice.
Yeah, that's a big one. Because he has Spell Prism. It's like an 8.8 second cooldown stun. That's like 2.5 seconds, is it?
Yeah.
There you go. He gets.
So Roche is up. It's a refresher shard. We'll take it.
Who do you give it to? Maybe the Undying is pretty good.
Double stone.
Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
Hold it.
They
God.
give it the Void Spirit potentially, but yeah, he's asking
You did so in the back because Midas and still, yeah, in and out of the backpack has the boots to travel and KB back got the inventory management right now is locked for the Naga. Yang Trouble pops the BKB. And can they stick onto Yang? He doesn't have a TP, so he's looking down his screen already. And will fall to Faith Beyond.
with the Viper Strike and the Scud, so both going through BT. As soon as they get on top of him, they're able to get the Viper Strike. He's definitely done.
And now they've got the Ags on Power Hoarding, where he picks up a haste and an arcane.
Top lane.
They're gonna look for Somnus, and they don't have the Abyssal to follow this up immediately. So the BKB is out from Somnus. He's gonna try and run. The Lincolns gets popped. It's on the Abyss, 4 steps from the high, and they've got kind of stay nearby, and they'll catch him to equals. So now Somnus is in trouble. He can be hexed by XinQ. They'll kill him off. And finally, Luna. No buyback.
Arme is playing so well on Snaga. Not only smashing it, like shoving lane and being at the right place, he's up so many kills this game. Just in the late game scenario. Remember that fight up in the top lane earlier?
Dire's turret has been
It's hardly put a foot wrong the whole game.
Getting big now. You're within attack.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Top by the tip of the double.
Attack speed. Power.
He had a belt, and yeah, the attack speed of the tower, they've got the repair kit. They really could take this thing out. If I had a lot of damage on these hero, Faith even down to a lot of bombing. He's in trouble as well. The tone thing they do before it bolts. Poison attack effects built and cakes it out. Finally, 2 or 3 towers.
Yeah, I don't think they can have don't think they have any repair kits left. Yeah, they don't. So it's like where their high ground defense has been really strong so far with the repair kit and the bloodlust, it's not quite the same anymore.
Oh my god, they've got the sign up in the base.
Eurus?
Eurus is in trouble. He signs up. BKB, they're in front of them, saying there's getting him into the back line. Spot the BK blinks to the top of the side of OGD. A lot of damage on the LGD heroes. They just don't finish on any of them.
That was. I just microed their slight on Eurus or something. That hero just went in. That was crazy.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
By the mines in the base.
I'm pretty sure they just saw them, didn't they?
They knew they were there with the sign down. You'd assume that, right?
He like just dies for a long time. It's like, oh guys, I'll be back soon. Don't worry. Oh, never mind.
Hold for 100. Thanks, guys.
LGD won't believe how lucky they are with that though. Now they'll be like, oh, we can go again. Like, I'm just TPing in.
Still going down. They put the Oxygen finished off on the Techie. Techie is just as much net worth as the mid arena. I go with 666 in the skips.
Radiant's middle barracks.
That's the way it is.
Back to the buildings.
Radiant's middle is falling. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Until
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
just step forward, double top KV, Tombstone Kid, and they're going to try and take tier 3, the top lane. Be able to take jump to the back line first, but now pop the BKB goes into the Rising Pulse as well as Simway backing off. Stun up Tempest double. Throw out that stun onto Ame, but they're losing their racks and they've lost mid, they've lost top.
Yeah, he's just creating chaos on the level. Rather Naga's just like mad through the building.
Seeds of fortune.
It was really close to song, and then like a couple of pips of Radiant side, and the LG just punished them massively.
So looking
He has cooled down.
that.
I've tried to blink and find a team before and like hex him up. There were just 4 hits all stood next to each other. Just four times multicast hex win you the game sometimes.
I love that Void Spirit has this casual level and Dagon as well.
Myself right.
Cool. No? So wondering whether FY would go to the Dagon War as well up against Naga just to kill the illusions, like in one shot. So, because for people that don't know, Dagon instantly kills illusions.
stones still.
Just XinQ things. And I don't know, honestly, like, he's done. Oh god, the mines.
Wait, can you look?
The mines.
Look at this.
The mines. They're coming.
Dun, 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 it's the March of the Mines! Yang. Panda gonna get caught here. Silence is out.
Yang.
Onto both those heroes. They get Yang. They'll look over at RedPanda, who pops the Minotaur over. He can kind of run, but right here next to these heroes and will eventually fall. The question is to who?
I don't know, this game is so miserable to play for Elephant. Just so miserable. I like Ame has Bloodthorn keyed up as well. Arkwarden has a butterfly now, and he has Radiant Smith chances on top of that. He needs to make sure all True Strike here. And Bloodthorn's really good with illusion heroes. Coming in.
The migration of mines take place in December. Eurus. This double just trying to defend. Faith Beyond taking a lot of.
Oh. Radiant's Arkwarden. So underwhelming. I know the miss chance has been really good this game against the Naga because now he's stacked it up with Butterfly. But it feels like his hero just doesn't do any damage. Like, the only reason he's got damage at the moment is because he's like eating the DD from the Runeforge. So it's really annoying to deal with. It's hard to kill, but I don't see them killing the Naga. And he, like, famous last words. Like, they have no right to damage on their team. Right? Nightstalker could just some needed a
Lord, 8th Remnant, he's been caught by Eurus, so perhaps not so pleased by that either. And the mines are starting to come in here. Get to his base eventually. They've got the 8th Remnant right out of here. Once again, goes over the Tempest Double to get the kill on that. Step as well as Somnus out of 3 of these heroes. The mines starting to explode, but they'll go in. And now the mines backing away from the tower. He's microing his mind so good.
They have so much
on the Nature's Prophet, have some trouble. The 8th Remnant locks him up. They've got the Silence as well as the Abyss Blade being used by Ame right by the Nature's Prophet to put him into the dome. They'll survive. Force that back, but eventually Faith Beyond with one more right click will get that kill. Look at these mines coming in! They walked over to Somnus. They get the kill. They're gonna hex up this Eurus Arkwarden. They'll get the kill. The buyback comes out from all three.
Look at the mines.
Oh my god. Ugh, the mines, they chase down Somnus.
What a spectacle.
FY? FY?
Let me ask Pipe.
Careful though, those mines can do it. I don't know how many were there too.
What makes me laugh is it's like Ella. So while they're walking in, elephants getting killed by elephants. How much that feel mentally? Getting killed by your own.
Gonna go with that. If I'm out, yeah, I kind of finish before the tier 5s though. Some of those items make net worth not a number. 42,000 net worth. Is this a little bit of revenge for last time, you think? They're gonna go in, they've got the Hex on the XinQ, and we'll take out this tech. He's pretty quick, so they'll buy back immediately. They'll look over at Somnus. He's gonna get the right click's coming in from Faith Beyond. Will finish up the Lena. They can force that themselves into the back. And they found the Tazir's as well as have fuels on him, so he's locked down, pulled off. GD is called by Elephant, and finally LGD start this best of 5 off with a victory. Be up 1-0.
So this is great. You know, when we came into this, we said, you know, LG looked like they've dominated quickly. In a lot of their games, you know, the whole 4 games they've played have been under 2 hours in total, correct?
Radiant team ban.
Different styles. They play right in your face. They'll play pushing power, like I think they might here, as they show the Leshrac in the second pick, or they'll play it a little bit more restrained. They'll play it a little bit more farmy. And despite that game went 55 minutes,
remaining.
that was farmy and fast. Like, there weren't a lot of fights in the middle part of that game,
seconds
but there was
remaining.
still aggression coming. They were still playing very fast and loose, just not fast in the sense of pushing those towers. Finishing the game in 25 minutes. I think they were still doing a lot in that pacing, and it's crazy. Like, everybody is just in LGD's world right now.
PSG
We need to
LGD
figure out
Radiant
how do we
team
break this,
ban.
because it's happened in the past. Teams have done it. Teams have beaten LGD. They've had these long strides of victory. So now Elephant, what are they going to show us that's going to be different that can figure out the LGD game? They banned the Beastmaster, they banned the Drought. I love those two bans. I was thinking, the second you pick Leshrac, you think
turn
Beastmaster,
to
you
ban.
think these heroes that can help force that pace to push really quickly. And they banned the Viper too. Faith Beyond was incredible on that.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. PSG LGD's
Yeah.
turn to Radiant team pick.
Earth Spirit.
And they've only lost 2 games. Was with that Leshrac. That was a E-home.
10 seconds
It's
remaining.
Arc Warden, Leshrac, Beastmaster, Lina, Oracle, which sounds like,
5
honestly,
seconds remaining.
such a great lineup. If I was on that team, I'd have a lot of confidence. But see how it goes for NothingToSay on. They go Earth Spirit next. We've seen so many good Earth Spirit games. I mean, this hero's reach and the ability to initiate just from such a distance, and just the fact that it's a nuisance early on feels so strong. It's definitely something that Jink plays well.
PSG
They
LGD.
go through. Okay. I'm waiting for LGD to shock us with something picked in the event.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Vengeful spirit.
It could be off-lane Earth Spirit, right?
Mm-hmm. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
So his last Earth Spirit game was 20. Was recent, right?
Radiant team ban.
Tegna.
His last Venge game was 17.
PSG LGD's turn to ban. Radiant team ban.
We saw this yesterday, didn't we? Hogna just dominated again.
PSG LGD's turn to ban. Radiant team pick.
Considering the way that this hero has been played the entire, seeing it get ignored in the first game, banned in the last phase of the second game, wow. Yeah. I wasn't. I'm not expecting that, honestly, with how much that hero has been picked up.
PSG LGD.
They finish off the Terrorblade. I like the team. Let's see what LGD go to counter this.
Seconds remaining.
I'm gonna go back to my hero list.
5 seconds remaining.
From the hero list.
Void's left in the pool still, isn't it?
Yes.
It's against Pugner, Ray. Either against the.
Care. Yeah, they can do that. Nothing to say loves that hero. I'd be very down. Their jump is not exactly amazing on Elephant either. Guns. Yeah, I mean they have Stampede, but that's cool and reliant. And, are they going to be able to
choose your hero?
The backlines within? Yeah, look at that. I mean, that could be the sniper with the Dire Tide cosmetics. We don't know, but yeah, it is Arcor. So Arcor to finish it off lane Venge. Last played by Faith Beyond 17. So, Faith Beyond was spamming this hero a little bit during the AFDC. He put it 5 times during that event, won every single time. The build being a little bit different every time, but for the most part, it looks like he was going like double Wraith to Lance or Pike, Solar Crest.
Prepare for battle.
Team 2. Thought. By the way, I'm gonna ask you who.
I'm gonna go Elephant. It's gonna be crazy.
I'm down with that. I want to see more than a 3-0. Not that.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Winning
If it
game
goes
2
1-0,
is.
if it goes 1-0, you're like, this is a good start to a final. Because Yeah, you know it's
30
not going to be a
seconds
whitewash.
to
You have a
battle.
potential for 5 games. You know they both have capability of beating each other. It sets up very well for the rest of it.
See how these lanes start out. Quickly we get the TBA.
I love that this Undying has gone boots as well up against the Lena. It's like you see
The
FY
battle
doesn't
begins.
normally go boots on his heroes at the moment, like his range pokey heroes. Unless it's sometimes it's Rubik, but I still think he doesn't then. So like this Undying is going to be able to chase the Lena a lot in the laning state.
Yeah, the 3 different builds for the Undying to start off are this one, Orb of Venom instead, and then
I'm pretty sure Undying, when he walked through mid there, checked the vision of the ward as well. So they know where the Radiant ward is at the moment.
you just need a sentry to clear it up if they don't have it. Any lane in particular that you're looking at that's going to be volatile?
I think mid lane could be particularly volatile if like somebody makes a rotation in. Because like Earth Spirit, seems known for its roaming prowess.
Yeah. So I'm expecting both teams to have heroes move over towards mid, and Innocence getting caught. Both stuff, as well as the LSA coming through. The damage isn't too much, but he is just in a little bit too far where he gets caught and too far away from Ame to really help him out.
I did not expect that to happen before level 2. I think at level 1, that's really unexpected. Well, the sentry sees the obs as well, but it doesn't quite catch the obs yet. It's above where the sentry is that he just put down.
Fucking that.
Now he sees it. Oh.
Going down to Eurus, they'll take out this ward. Over bottom, it's Eurus just getting Metamorphosis is already used. So better start right now for Elephant, although I say that, and they had a good start in the first game with their laning.
And that bot lane is really well played by Elephant though, because they hit their level 2s first, and they instantly go for the kill. Like with the Ignite Blast. So they went on before XinQ had level 2 himself, so they couldn't roll the plan.
Is there a point where like one of these lanes has their support?
FY?
Okay, with the soul rip, just not enough. I was gonna say one of these lanes have the supports kind of migrate away, kind of like we saw in the first game with Nagastar staying there top and the support leaving that. So is there a lane that we see here in this?
This game I think it's different in the bot lane. Hang on, Eurus. Oh, the good stun by the Ogre stops the venge stun coming through.
XinQ really wanted it. He's a little bit low. They threw the magic missile at a RedPanda.
Dire's middle tower.
So
Killing either hero.
it's different this game where the carry is normally the one to set in the lane. Some of the games we've seen. I think this game the hard border with the TV are like the ones to lead to go jump.
Roll with the magic missile. They get a kill there on a RedPanda. Combination looks good, and then Innocence getting killed at the tier 2.
I think he just denied. Top lane.
Say
Get
he'll chop with
chunked.
the double edge. The damage coming his way. Sal.
By Sal.
I think it's being brought to the end.
I think the Undying's going to use himself though.
Yeah. Mid. Pugnet 14-3 to the tracks. 17 of they doing a job to the.
Yeah, this mid lane's pretty even though. They're both trying to trade farm. Pugner's doing maybe a little bit worse than I expected him to. Ooh, Lesh gets a haste rune.
Picks up the haste. Somnus is going to be in a lot of trouble. Damage from the Nether Ward. They've got the Diabolic Edict. They'll get the kill, avoids the LSA, but the sun comes out from RedPanda. Can they trade the LSA? One more right click from FY is the finishing blow. Innocence comes over. XinQ hit with the LSA. Soul Rip keeps him alive. Roll out onto FY. The damage being done isn't going to be enough. Innocence decay if he wants to turn. He doesn't have soul rip, so do it for decay, and that would be it. Hits it on the FY, it gets really low, but doesn't die.
FY is playing really on the edge of this game. It's great to watch.
1K lead here right now from Elephant. Look at TB, 32-9, having a great time.
This is the problem with the Venge lane, right? They don't really pressure the TV that well because of how much armor he has to work. Like this wave of terror spam just doesn't do it for a huge amount. And it's great they killed the Pugna mid, but if the Lesh had survived, it would have been amazing. But like, without the Lesh living, it's a good kill still, but it doesn't feel anywhere near as good.
Body's looking potentially for the trap pressure coming under the tier 1 tower.
They want the catapult to be coming under the tower here, but kind of like messed up the wave a little bit.
3 heroes mid for Elephant. Bodies here as Innocence. He is still level 2. Panda's level 4.
The 6-minute rune's about to spawn here as well, so it could be a lot of action. Shrek doesn't have ED up for a few seconds. Could bully him off.
Can't really do anything with these 2 supports up on him.
They've done a really good job on Elephant though of securing their side lanes, so now they can just leave the cores in either side lane, and the supports are just freed up to rotate mid. And now that the LGD supports have to come over as well, like the Earth Sweat and the Undying are going to be both here soon, I'd imagine. Like they have these favourable 1v1 matchups in the side lanes. They're trying to get further and further ahead here. This bot lane with the TV versus the Venge.
Right into this. Sun comes out onto Innocence. He's going to die first. They get the kill onto Somnus. I'm sure that they're happy to take. Kepion comes over. He's level 6, ready to go onto FY. The else hits on a 2 of these heroes, but it's not going to matter. They get the kill onto Somnus as well as FY. Maybe look over for RedPanda. They do have chase potential with XinQ coming in and lining up the rolling boulder. Kepion still here as well. He's got the swap. Not sure he'll need it. Magic Missile. RedPanda in trouble. Make it a third. 3-0 in favor of OGD. They rotate in the off-laner. Faith Beyond.
Good rotation by Faith Beyond. But at the same time, it's like, as soon as Lesh hits level 6, this fight's completely different. Because when you get Pulse Nova, like, everything changes, right? Your damage output just goes off the charts.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Royal Jelly for TB. Oop. To Dire Jelly.
That was odd. That didn't say.
Yeah. That wasn't just me that didn't get it.
Has fallen.
I didn't see who it was.
It's level 6. He's got that now. Free to farm up here towards top. It's 66-12. Terrible.
Radiant are scared.
This is something really good.
Radiant's
Roll in, looking for Yang. So the Stampede throws the Hope Stomp. He'll leave. Boys come up towards the top. He's also got RedPanda here, so they've got 3 heroes up in the top lane. Ame might need to be careful. His support just left him. Now the LSA hits. He's in a lot of trouble. They don't have the Laguna. Try to TP out. Slow Yang. Oh, the stun. A half-second behind.
Well, it's like 0.1 watt.
Under attack.
Yeah.
That Spark Wraith slow was the real difference maker there.
Dire's top tower
And that's
under attack.
The fact that he lives there is huge because like you see Lesh is taking this bot tier 2 at the same time, gets it to half HP. He's now really close to his Midas. That would have been set a lot if that TV hadn't gone up. And this Leshrac, considering he got Rana over and over again in the mid lane at the start of the game, is doing really well.
Yeah.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Ahead of the Pugna. XinQ getting caught. Stomp life drain on him. Somnus will suck the life right out of his soul.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Over top. But gonna say he's pressuring the bottom.
Dire's top tower.
See how far he's willing to push. Not a lot of mana. Not really a lot of health up there.
I think he might consider going BTs first here instead of Wolves potentially. I don't know, maybe not. Feels so good. Get that one dash. The best time you can get at the start of the game. I don't know, this he's still doing pretty well though. He has his Yasha already. It's like 10 minutes into the game. And like if you compare FY's network to the Spirits at the moment.
Might catch Somnus again though. Stop. And Somnus is gonna die here. They get the kill onto one. They'll look for more RedPanda as well as Yang trying to get away, but the roll all the way across. The boulder smash hits onto the Ogre. Find them. Magnetize. Here comes FY. Only level 5. Decay on a 3. We've got the damage coming in on a XinQ. Trying to find a way out of this, or maybe just roll into Yang. Double elimination finishes him off. Now, they'll look over at the rest. They've got the Laguna ability to use to get the kill on a Faith. Down the line of losing Yang as well as FY. 3 heroes down to the side of Elephant for on LGD. Take out the off laner and the 4 for the 2, 3, and 4.
I mean, honestly, that's a great fight though for LGD. This Venge, like, yeah, it's great that it's good for Elephant that the Venge dies and everything, but this hero, like you see at the moment, the Death Illusion just farms anyway. It's getting space. If they're going to have a core hero that dies on the map while the other two are farming, it's always going to be the Venge. Like, Aqua's just farming with his Midas at the moment. NothingToSay is just pushing in bot lane, and he has his Eurus coming up on the career here. He's so quick now.
410 movement speed. Still, though, the TB, 1,000 gold ahead of the track. 1,500 gold ahead of this Arc Warden, who does have the Midas now. And going into the Maelstrom. Catch-up potential is there.
I think the big thing for me this game is Somnus. And now
RedPanda can follow. I think that's the big thing for me, is the fact that Somnus has died 4 times.
Yeah, I was going to say normally the Pugna hero, it's really good against the Arc Warden, because where most heroes can't really push against Arc Warden, because they don't have that way of dealing damage to tower without physical damage with attacks. Pugna's completely different. So if this hero has a good start to the game, like you would really start to feel pressure being applied. Because of these early deaths on the Pugna, they're not as farmed on the hero as they would like it to be right now, so it's not able to offer that like same level of pressure on the map. It's not necessarily the Pugna's doing badly at the moment, but it's just not doing as well as it potentially could have been.
So what does he have to do to really up that performance and a little bit more to the team at the moment? He sit back more and try to find a little bit more safer farm?
I don't know, because you want to get safe farm to the TB is the problem. Like, he's taking the top tier one, he's taking the mid tier one, which is the 2 most important things, right? I'd quite like to see him play top more, and like play into the top area of the map while either the lead or like the Ogre sit bot or something and just shove in the lane against the Lesh. But the problem is, you need to be able to defend your bot tier 2 from the Lesh just running in with the Edict. So it can be difficult. I can see them potentially going rogue LGD.
Eurus moving forward. Now they've got the Eurus. Can they find a stun? LJ comes in. They want to splitter. They get the kill on NothingToSay immediately. Somnus gets the that one. Now they're going to find the sound panel out with the Thunder coming from the XinQ. They get the kill with the Laguna Blade. Taking out 2. Looking over at Innocence. The Tombstone next to the ball. And then it should be the Undying. Life drain on the Faith Beyond. Very good fight for Elephant. Can they cap it off with the +1? LSA lands. And they should do so. FY with the double kill. 4 heroes gone to the side of LGD. And a very quick kill onto the left track is what started that off.
That left track was like, oh my god, this is going to be a great fight, to oh my god, this is an awful fight, in the space of about a quarter of a second. Like, he gets the Eurus up onto the TB and he's like, oh, this is good, we can really set up for a kill here. At the same time, that LSA comes through from Lina, and then that huge burst damage comes through all at once. Lesh just dies. It's like the Nether Ward damage, all the raw magic damage they have as well.
I have the Maelstrom on the Arc Warden, but I don't know if that's going to be enough.
And all of a sudden, while they've been keeping up okay with the DV, with the Lesh, to try and be able to deal decent amounts of damage to him, he's 2k no other head of 14 minutes into the.
And they're finding a lot of stacks that were made for Lilith Shrek. So all of a sudden, it's a 4k lead for the side of Elephant. This is really tough for them. Giving away a little bit more gold with that Tempest double.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They really want this mid tier.
Radiant structures are fortified.
LGD. It looks like they're going to get it.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Killed. Great.
Radiant's
Secure
middle
that, but
tower
yeah,
is under
Somnus.
attack.
That's a decrypt. He's like, no, not right clicking him. Fine.
The blink dagger.
Yeah, this level 12
He's also recovered pretty well.
for sure. And I think this level 12 on the Pugna is a big upgrade as well. Having the level 2 life drone. It's like a really good increase in damage, like another 50%. Especially up against these like not particularly tanky heroes on the Dire side. I love that Venture's gone pipe as well. Do you remember before you said he was going like pipe,
Dragon
Solar Crest and whatnot?
And Solar Crest.
I think the magic damage, being able to offset some of that damage is really important.
Dire are scanning. Radiant are scanning.
Illusion.
Dire's top
Trying to
tower is under
Tier 2 tower in the top lane.
Dire's structures are
He's going.
fortified.
Scotty is almost finished for
Radiant
2,000 gold away from that. You're going Mjolnir on Ame, who uses the Hyperstone. When we use bottom, Nether Blast is there. They'll finish off Innocence. Another kill for Somnus. He's not on a killing spree after starting 1 and 4.
Great trade for Elephant. LGD didn't expect that because they assumed that Elephant was just all together grouping up this, pushing this top tier 2. So the leader of the Pugna come back slightly early, they find a hill, and where LGD would like to have pushed this tier 2 in the bot lane in trade, they now have to back off. So they don't have to dying. Great play by Elephant.
Feels like it's setting up to be a tough come for LGD if they were going to make the Elephant very much in the driver's seat. So farmed at the point. Lead, nothing to say. He's going into the BKB. Yules bots BKB to fight once he has that. Pretty about to have that Mjolnir.
Yeah, the Mjolnir's, I don't know, for LG it's kind of, they just need to keep extending the game. They're really struggling to fight into this like Pugna that had that really good mid fight before. Very mobile, very difficult to deal with. And it's different from the Lesh that we normally see from LG where they start running at towers at like the 5-minute mark, right?
Yeah, 7-minute tier 1 at tower and over the middle.
Dire's bottom tower.
You can see how much emphasis they're putting on trying to negate this magic damage for Elephant.
Radiant's
It's
top
like the
tower
Pugna, the leader, the Ogre, even the Centaur as well. They're going pipe on the Venge. They're going BKB second item on the Lesh, which is something we haven't seen a huge amount of this tournament. You know, occasionally we do.
Oh god, they've already got the Undying Stampede. They've killed off the Undying a couple times. Not the worst thing, but not really amazing with it. He's max tombstone this game.
Tower is under attack.
Yeah, I think that's fine though.
Dire's
That's
bottom
okay. This
tower
Undying
is
though.
under attack.
Making note of the fact that, you know, he did Soul Rift first last time.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Eurus is so scary now though. Like, it's not even just normal TV, it's a TV with bloodlust. I think they just start heading over towards Roche Pit relatively soon. Like, look for a pick-off, get the Aegis, start chipping at high ground with the Pugna Blast. That's like the 1, 2, 3 Book of Go. That's what I'm gonna name it.
Full-size book. The Book of Go. Grabbable after winner.
Dire are
Yeah,
scanning.
just keep splitting the map up. Don't look to fight into them right now. You don't really do. Keep farming. You know, hold the high ground with the Arc Warden as much as you can. I think even if you go Roche on right side, I mean, Dire can come over and try and contest with like Tombstone and Lesh and everything, but it's not easy.
What have we here?
Illusion.
Radiant's bottom tower is
That was
under
cute by
attack.
XinQ. Yeah, did you see that?
Skin and kick on the Yang.
He precast the kick so that as soon as the centaur blinked in, he just kicked him away straight away. That was cool.
Find a lot of, and they've got a KB on those tracks. So the question is, wing item that LGD back into the game, because things are starting to get real out of control, and Open are playing very well up to this point. 21 minutes in, and they've headed over to Roche.
Why is in comparison to XinQ? He's so, like double his net worth effectively.
Yeah.
That's where a lot of the advantage comes from at the moment between the teams and
Radiant
the, like,
are scanning.
the overall net worth advantage.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Yeah, so is the net worth deceiving with the, you know, you got a 4K lead from TB to the Arc Warden and a 4K lead from the Luna to the Earth Spirit, but, you know, Arc Warden and Shark are farming pretty well.
Yeah, they're doing okay, but it's just that the team's just doing better, right? And look how big this team is with the Bloodlust and the Meta. Jesus. It's like the Angel of Death.
Yeah. I am blood over door, trying to make sure that the Angel of Death doesn't get you. Down Somnus. They'll have the stun. They've got the roll in. They get a quick kill onto the Pugna. 3x3 going the way of XinQ.
Somnus didn't get the memo. I mean, the rest of Elephant are just playing down towards this bottom side of the map at the moment. Stuck around a little bit too long. It happens. But that kind of slows down the timing of that they can use this Aegis, right? So for the next 30 seconds, they can't really do a huge amount, so LGD can look to try and smoke up potentially make something happen, or just deal with their lanes.
It's something to note, just because, you know, you were talking about it. What they want to do is kind of slow siege a little bit on these towers with the Nether Blast.
What does Terrorblade have coming in? Oh. This BKB Skadi makes Lesh's game absolutely horrible. He does not want,
Radiant's
like,
top tower
Skadi
is under
as TV
attack.
against this range core feels horrible for Lesh. Like, BP and Lesh, I think, are the two heroes that suffer the most from it, because they require on their mobility a little bit more than, like, other range heroes. But also the BKB means he's not going to be able to get his damage out on the Lesh. So it's kind of like, I just need to kind of, like, fight out the BKB duration at this point. Great storm.
They're going to try and make a move, and look at the stun. They've got the Laguna Blade. Even they're going to go under NothingToSay. Can they get the kill? He pops the BKB. He's trying to maybe run from this one, but damage coming up from Eurus. They get the kill under NothingToSay. They'll look towards the rest. And the Arc Warden Tempest Double is taken out. They've got the Life Drain to City of Yang. Without the Leshrac, this is a little bit difficult, and not only that, but he already used BKB. Rules LSA landing onto the Venge, and they'll have yet another. They also killed off Innocence. Looks like they might just finish the game right here.
Great initiation by Yang onto the Leshrac. And like I said, as soon as the Skadi slow starts to apply to the Lesh, he can't get out anymore. Like, that's him just done for. He uses heals to try and, like, slow everything down a bit. But yeah, this is going to be 2 sets of cracks. Just so cleanly. Really well played by Elephant.
Middle barracks are under attack. Dire's middle barracks.
BB's just going to town. Maybe they get out after
Not
the
much
tip.
OGD can use.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
Yeah, they need to chill out a little bit here. The glyph slowed everything down enough. Like you need to wait for meta and BKB on the TB here. So he has BKB up, but no meta yet.
Very quickly, a 12K lead for LG. And LGD, I don't really know how they elude this pressure. Or alleviate this pressure.
Alleviate. It's all the same. Mid lane.
Yang with the magic missile. Very tanky though. Oh, we'll see if they're able to get the kill. They've got the magnetize and now the damage with the Pulse Nova going. Ame gets that one and they're looking to reach even further. RedPanda nearby, poor staff back. He's spotted. Finally, Boulder Smash, Geomagnetic Grid. Roll coming in once again. XinQ is all over him. That was really impressive.
Watching us with some good spell usage is so good.
Really impressed with that.
What have we here?
He's getting towards his BKB as well, which is going to help. Yeah, the Lesh is the one that I'm really worried for. The Lesh will be the one that gets focused first every single time by the team. Especially now he's almost got this MKB as well. The magnetic warden, where that would have been a real good help to try and keep the help keep the Lesh alive from this big ranged distance. It's not going to be quite the same now because of this MKB coming out.
Got the Ags on Lena. That Laguna Blade didn't hurt that much more. Beefy on going Shadow Blade at.
Yeah, the Shadow Blade. I don't really know what the reason for this. It's okay, but it gives them a little bit of everything. Obviously the initiation is going to be really important. It helps him split, you see at the moment as well, it helps him split push, because where they come over like this on Elephant, it's so much more difficult to find him. It's kind of like when you go blinking that way. The axe is cool. It's a little bit different.
Creep.
The people that don't know, the axe on Venge is a nether swap, so that when you swap yourself into the fight to swap somebody back in towards your team, where you land on the Venge, it basically releases a fear into everybody, so it pushes them all away. So this one hero that you swap out and you want to try and focus down, it's really difficult for the other team to try and help them because they're all getting feared away at the same time.
Yeah, it's like the mini TBI.
Mini TBAgs. That's true. Are you going to scream TBAgs if the Venge?
No.
I think you will. I know how obsessed you are with it.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
But I want.
Nice sword by the ogre. Get it before the high ground with the burst. Now it's time to push.
Yeah. They've got the stop. That's out onto the center, but looking at damage going into an beat beyond. And one more right click needed to get the kill, and you've got Beat Beyond dead as well as XinQ. Eurus just standing his ground and not much LGD to do to defend against this. They have farmed as much as they can, but it is still difficult for them to really do much of anything.
Where's the damage for the TB? They have this nether ward down as well on the Radiant side, so it's really hard for LGD to commit.
Has fallen.
I think if you're relevant here, you just back off, you reset, you can go second Aegis if you really want to, and then you just start running down bot lane and do this exact same thing again. I mean, Avenge did the right thing as well. The Centaur's the hero that you have to try and find first, especially before the X comes up, because if you don't go on the Centaur, he's just going to press Stampede and then they run away anyway. You can't swap the TB, for example, it just wouldn't work.
Well, why wouldn't that work?
Because then the Centaur just presses Stampede, and the TB presses Beacon, and then just runs away. And then your Venge just dies for no reason.
Is there at any point where Arcworm feels like he does enough damage to his TV?
He has MKB, so he does a decent amount, but not at the moment. You can't. I like the Hex that Arme has queued up next, because that's the kind of play you can make then, where the recast Hex before the Venge swaps, and then the TV wouldn't be able to get BKB off, for example.
So with Terra going into the Ogre, this is just the two-man hook stop coming through on the Venge as well as Lost Track. Magnetize comes in with the TV coming up in the say. He's trying to run, pops that Essence Ring. They've done a lot of damage on the Essence. They trip him off in just a second. They get the kill on Nothing to Say as well as Faith Beyond. They're taking him to third, and now things falling apart for LGD. FY still fall to XinQ, who rolls onto the Ogre, kicks him away. Yang ends up dead. Tommy, not exactly terrible so far for LGD.
Yeah, decent fight, considering, you know, all things considered, how it started as well. It's just getting 100 to 0'd. But that's the best fight they could have found. Like, it was before meta was up, which was great. Like, they took them by surprise, which was great. But they still end up losing the fight overall. And now they just go into Roche. Because, like, as soon as TV has meta up again, they know they're, like, incredibly strong. So you can't blame LG for taking that fight. The best thing for them is the Arc Warden didn't die either. So Arme's getting really close to that Hex now. And it could actually be a big difference maker. I think there's Satanic coming out for the TV.
Yes.
Like, you just swap the treads out here for the Satanic, I think, when you go high ground, and you just go to town.
Close to this Hex. What about Track? I know he wanted to build one as well, but he's building the Octarine core.
I mean, as the TV BKB gets lower and lower, the fights get slightly easier for LGD, but again, like, the TV is still just absolutely destroying the ledge every fight at the moment.
KB's 10. Gonna be a long time until that BKB is lower.
The Terrorblade BKB's 8 seconds alone.
It says showing a 10 on mine.
Oh god. Hey, an SOS, please. We've talked about how, like, there's that. Sometimes people see different armor values and all sorts. Look at Faith Beyond. Nothing to say, by the way. They're waiting to try and find the lesson to start the Pugner.
Yeah, they're gonna try and get Somnus. Uniboy comes in. Somnus is surviving with the Essence Ring, but they get the kill onto the Pugner. They'll look over at Faith Beyond as well as NothingToSay, end up dying for the kill onto the Pugner, who buys back into the fight. They'll get the buyback coming up for NothingToSay as well as the Undying. Now Lena some trouble on top of the FY, but there's the life drain coming in from Tony to ball back into the fight, and he's now here because he's got the boots to travel to find his way back in. XinQ goes down to Eurus. Now on the high ground they go. Mark 40 caught, one more shot. They've got the life drain with the Decrepify. He'll buy back as well. He's close to that Hex. They've lost nothing to say for another kill here for Eurus. He's got the Odra looking for the Rampage. Goes and looks at Innocence, takes him out, and it's a Rampage for Eurus and the GG call for LGD. So hoping we'll even this series up. There's the double Rampage, and it's one apiece.
Really well. I mean, Eurus hasn't died the whole game. He kind of just did his thing the whole game, right? And
yeah.
The spot lane didn't really pressure him at all. You know, the Ogre gets freed up to move across the map while the TV jungles.